Hey everybody. Well, the kitten turned out to be quite a Beeotch. Got a little bit of break in the weather here yesterday, which was Monday. And this thing just ran like crap. I don't see how it can idle so nice and sound so good. But I think it's just running on like 2 cylinders maybe. It's anything over 3,300 RPMs, and it just starts dogging and sputtering, and just it's hard to get it up over 65 sometimes. If you hang on to the throttle long enough, you can get it up to 70, but it just didn't feel right. I feel like I was going to ruin something. I was dragging at least 1 cylinder along, and it had to be at least 2, I think. For some reason, all of a sudden I got, not all of a sudden, I kind of knew this was going on. I was trying to ignore it because it was running. And I just thought, well, I'm just going to slap it together and it should run. And I think I got the ignition hooked, figured out. I hope that's not an issue, but who knows, that could be acting up too. It might not be advancing the ignition enough. But I got like 60 PSI. Yeah, I did a compression check on all the cylinders, like 60 in the left rear. This one was like 50. This one was 60 or set. No, that one was 90. That was a decent one, and this one was I think it was only 50 or 60. So I pulled the daggum engine out of this thing. It was kind of a pain, but it went easier than I thought. I kind of swung it out. Had to raise it up and then lower it down. It's going to be a whole lot of fun getting the drive shaft lined up and swinging it back in there, man. I don't know. I'm going to need help, but I'm going to take these heads off. It seems to me when I rock it over and I look down the exhaust port, or the intake port is where I noticed it first. I haven't really looked at the exhaust ports. But you look down in there, you can see the valves. And then when you're rocking it over to get to the compression of whatever cylinder you're looking at, you see bubbles coming out from where the valves are. It's kind of weird because I'm on the low end of the valve lash, but they're still free. I mean, I can move those things around. It's not like they're being pinched or anything. So I'm going to pull the heads off. I could have bad pistons with that bad of compression. I'm hoping it's the valves. I think that'll be an easier deal. I'll just get some grinding compound and lap them as best I can, clean them up. I've done that before. I don't really have the machine to do a real valve grind, but I just tried to dress up what I got and make sure it's closing tight and do a leak test on it, kind of like what I was doing here. See if it gets any better after I clean them up and polish them or grind them, whatever I do. I lap them with the lapping compound. Sometimes I stick a drill on a tube, a piece of fuel hose, and spin that thing around good. Put some shit in there. Then we'll see what kind of compression we get. I'm just doing it by hand here. The most I got was 90 in that one, like I said. So I'm back at it. I don't know if my back and shoulders is going to handle all this. I might have to stop and take a break because this thing's killing me. What a Beeotch.